Hi everyone, this episode is all about developing healthy relationships. So when I say developing healthy relationships, what do I mean by that? I mean relationships in terms of like with colleagues, with friends, with family members. There's so many different types of relationships out there, and often we don't know how to develop or how to maintain that relationship. And the one thing that I want to talk about today is about emotional intelligence. Now, what do I mean by emotional intelligence? Because it's such a big umbrella term. Emotional intelligence, it means you being connected to your own emotions and you being intelligent of your own emotions. So before you can actually understand other people's emotions, you need to understand your own emotions. You need to understand your sadness, your anger, your frustration, your irritation. And by understanding them, I mean, it's the external world that gives you a view of what's going on within your internal world. So if you're feeling a sense of frustration, for example, it's understanding, why is this causing me frustration? Where is this coming from? What is this being triggered for me? Is there another experience where I felt this way? And sometimes we can't do this alone. So it's useful to just get some support. There's so many different things available on the internet to help you and to tune into your emotions. But also I'll be discussing more about this because I know how important it is for us to understand our own emotions, because we're living in this world and our reality, the way that we see the world, all comes from our emotions. So for example, let me give you an example. If you're trying to develop a relationship with someone and actually they always make you feel really inferior, what is that about? Why are they making you feel inferior? It's got nothing to do with them. It's something that's going on within you. And it's understanding what's going on. And this is the thing, most people, they find it very difficult to tune in with what's going on. And that's because they haven't been taught to communicate their emotions. Instead, they've been taught that you need to do things for other people or get on with life. So it's very difficult to understand your own emotions if you've never been taught how to. So that also has an impact on developing a healthy relationship, because you're so tuned in and you're so focused on wanting or looking at the other person. How can the other person change, or what can the other person do to change, that you forget actually the change comes from within you. So when I say emotional intelligence, all I mean is you focusing on yourself, learning your different emotions and what they're triggering, what they're meaning for you. Now, a relationship, the way that relationships work is that you will learn more and more about yourself. But as you learn more and more about yourself, you will change, you will transform into something different. So imagine like you're a yellow and then you transform to an orange. And now all of a sudden, you're presenting as orange, but they're so used to seeing you as yellow. So for them, it's a big shock, but it's about communicating that across to them and for them to understand what's going on for you. If they can't understand, that can be very difficult, and that changes the way that relationship is going to form. Now, in order to develop it, it's about talking and communicating with each other, what each other are going through, and the fact that you've changed and you've transformed, and how to now adapt this relationship to something different. So when I say emotional intelligence is key, because you can get very angry with the other person, like you don't understand, but it's about helping them to understand. It's about connecting with them, communicating with them. It's only by that can they then be able to understand what's going on from your viewpoint. So I'm going to leave it there with emotional intelligence. And the next topic, we will still continue with relationships, and it will be something different to what we've just discussed now. So thank you very much and have an amazing day. Sending lots of love your way, and I will speak to you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.